everybody, my name's Christine. I am the founder and admin from PSSM MFM Awareness, and today we're going to be going through how to fill in the forms for Generatio CAG's PSSM2 test. Let's begin! Step 2. Filling in the forms. Once you have ordered your PSSM2 test, you will then need to print off the forms to submit your sample. To do this, you need to click the yellow To the Shop button in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Once you have done this, you will see the PSSM2 test come up at the top of the screen. Once this comes up, click PSSM2 Details. This will then take you to the PSSM2 page, where it explains what PSSM2 is. If we look on the left-hand side of this page, there is a menu saying Guide. Under this is a tab which says Downloads/Forms. Click the Downloads/Forms tab. Once you click the Downloads/Forms tab, you will then be taken to a page where you will be met with two different options. One which says Submission Form Veterinarian and one which says Submission Form Owner. Because we are submitting the form ourselves, we will select the Download File button under Submission Form Owner. Once you click this button, you will notice your computer will have downloaded a PDF file named Sample Submission. Click the file to open it. Once opened, you will see in front of you the form you will need to fill in. Now there are two ways you can fill in the form. You can either print it off by selecting the Ctrl and P buttons on your keyboard, or if you have the Adobe PDF to Word converter, you can convert the file so you can fill it in on the computer. This is what I will be doing for the purpose of this video, as my handwriting is messy. Now it is time to fill in the form. So the first box we are met with is Existing or New Customer. If you're a new customer who hasn't set up an online account, then tick the New Customer box. If you're an existing customer, meaning you have already set up an online account, like we did in the previous Step 1 video, then tick the Existing Customer box and input your customer number, which can be found on your Generatio CAG profile. Now we will move on to the second section, where you will be asked to input your personal details. The main ones most of you will fill in will be name, street, city, and phone number. The rest, which are company, VAT, German Farm ID, member, and member ID, will only need to be filled in if applicable, but for most people these won't be. Next we move on to the New Customers section. This will only need to be filled out if you tick the New Customer box and don't already have an online account with Generatio CAG. In the next section, we are asked what sample material we are submitting. We will tick the Hare Route Horse Only box. In the next section, we are then asked to fill in our horse's details. Here you will input your horse's name, date of birth, sex, breed, microchip number, registry, and registration number, all of which can be found in your horse's passport. Once you have filled in the horse's details section, it should look like this. Next we move on to the specified tests/services to be carried out. Here we will tick Sample Registration and right under the test name, PSSM2 test, and in brackets 6 panel. Next you will print the forms off and date and sign the Declaration of Send section. That's page 1 now completed. It's time to move on to page 2. On page 2 we see a witness declaration. Unless you are working alongside your vet or other professional, you can leave this part blank. On the last section of this page, we can fill in our horse's parentage. Now this section is completely optional. As I don't mind sharing this information, I will input it. Now your forms are filled in, it's time to move on to step 3,